Hello everybody, welcome, welcome. Not only to those of you who are coming on live, but also all the replay viewers. How's everybody? Hopefully, sometimes this landscape thing doesn't, oh, somebody's got the chocolate hearts. I always feel like sometimes the landscape doesn't orient right. So I'm going to turn my head. Feel like I'm like crazy. I'm great, how are you? Thank you for sharing. Welcome, welcome guys. Again, all of you who are coming on live and all the replay viewers, one of the top questions that I get most frequently is how I create such amazing graphics. And I have some kind of, I don't know if they're secret, they're not secret, but I think they will be amazing for a lot of people to know because I create content literally on the fly a lot of times. And new glasses, yeah, they are new. Sharp eye, because they're kind of the same color and almost the same shape. So really great eye. Morning from Middle Earth. Hey, Russ. I think it's Russ. Literally, for some reason, I'm landscape, but for some reason, the comments are not orienting. So I'm turning my head sideways to kind of see you guys. Hey, Ray, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Kim Garst, for those of you who don't know me. If you guys feel like this is something your community would be benefit from, feel free to share it. You can share it literally on Facebook, on Twitter with your Periscope followers. Click on the little Perry dude down here in the corner, whichever corner it is, since I can't tell, since I don't think we're oriented exactly right. And then, or you can swipe left to right on an iPhone, up on an Android, and you can share it. So I have three. They're fairly new to me. So I'm thinking if they're fairly new to me, they might be very new to you as well. So, I thought, hey, I'm going to get on and share these with you. Hopefully they'll save you a ton of time. Just real quick, guys, I can't stand it. I think I'm going to have to turn back the other way. Hang on just a second. See if I can do this without losing everything. Hang on, bear with me guys. I can't stand that it's not oriented. I'm like going the wrong way with this. Yay, now you're right side up and I'm not right side down or sideways or something. Yeah, the landscape sometimes works for me and then sometimes it just doesn't. All right, better. All right, yay. I just feel like I can, I don't know, it's so funny because I wanted landscape. I was like, we got to have landscape. And now that we have landscape, I'm not so sold on it. Hey, Renee. Awesome. Good, good. Much better. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, today is the big B day, birthday. Comes around once every year, and every year it gets faster and faster. I don't know what happens. Oh, thank you. I love the Periscope Summit. So much fun. Somebody asked me, what my biggest takeaway from Periscope Summit was, and I think it was just the people. You kind of get like lockstep in your own space, and you don't always think about, how other people in other spaces or areas of passion are leveraging Periscope. So it was really neat to see how other people were leveraging Periscope. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so again, my name is Kim Garst. For those of you who don't know me, I am a best-selling author, and essentially what I do to serve others is to help them, teach them, etc., to use the power of digital and social media to grow their bottom lines, essentially make more money. I'm also one of the creators of one of the very first Periscope for Business courses. You can find out more about that at scopingforbiz.com. But the focus of this scope is to help you guys make visual content quickly and easily. Who is up for that? Hands up, anybody? Anybody want to know? Oh, yay, Kim. I can remember that. If I can't remember my own name, what's going on, right? All right, hands up. So I see some people. Well, visual content for most people, they think that they have to have some like graphic skills or, major, they have to be a Photoshop expert or whatever. And that's just not the case anymore. In fact, most people that are creating great visuals don't even use Photoshop anymore, myself to be included. I have a design background, but I very rarely use Photoshop anymore, even though I absolutely know know how to do it. Used it for years. It's been one of my staple tools in the past until, all these amazing new tools started coming out. And one of the ways that I create graphics literally on the fly is using my phone. I mean, I'll be sitting at, at the doctor's office or waiting on the hockey game to start. My son's season just started on Friday night, in fact. And so there's that downtime or in between periods when they're examining the ice. Literally, I have been known to create visual content on the fly like that. So what I do is if something catches my eye or if I think of something that I want to create content with immediately, I either try to jot that down in my notes so that I can create it later, or I just literally do it on the fly. So for me, I have 3 kind of go-to apps that I've been using almost daily, honestly, in the past, probably month or so since I found these. Most people have already know about WordSwag. Any of you guys using WordSwag right now? It's a great app. So I'm just curious, how many people have already heard about WordSwag? Okay, well, WordSwag is not one of the ones I'm going to share with you today, but WordSwag is a great app. So if you don't have it already, it's a great app. It's called WORDSWAG, WordSwag, just like Swagalicious, except with word swag on the front side. So, okay, so a lot of you have never heard of it. Okay, so jot it down, guys. So that's going to be 4 total then, if that's the case. There is another very similar app called Typorama. That's Typorama, Typorama. So like Typorama. And so that's kind of that was my first one that I wanted to share with you. It's very similar to WordSwag. But what I love about Typorama versus WordSwag is that it has the social templates already built into the app. So, for example, if you want a Twitter graphic, then you can just click on the little Twitter graphic or the Twitter icon, and then, you can type in your verbiage and voila, away you go. Well, Ray, if you love Fonto, then you're going to love some of these that I'm sharing with you. Typorama is $2.99. Unfortunately, it is only available for the iPhone at this time. WordSwag is also only available for an iPhone, but I do have some that are available for both Android and iPhones. So hang in there. Canva, yes, but Canva is actually, well, you can use it on an iPad, but it's also web-based. What I'm sharing with you right now are phone apps. So phone apps, Typorama, WordSwag is, again, both of those are very similar. There's another one called WordDream, and that's just exactly like it sounds, word and then the word dream. And it's free for a couple of days, so you can use it totally for free. Check it out. See if you like it. It's available for both the Android and the iPhone. So WordDream, that's 2. So Typorama was 1, and again, like I say, it's very similar to WordSwag. Those of you who haven't heard of WordSwag, I would take a look at both. But probably if I was going to spend money, I probably am going to recommend that you spend money on Typorama simply because it has some cool features that WordSwag doesn't have, and it it has those templates built in, which I think are huge and valuable to us. So those are, again, that's kind of 3. My 4th one, though, is how many of you guys have seen some of my content that are actually animated? Anybody seen some of my text, graphics that are actually animated? Has anybody seen those? Jenny says yes. Okay, so Bold and Beautiful, no. I see a couple who say yes. Okay, well, that's okay. I just was curious as to how many of you guys had seen them. Basically, what they are is where you can take text, like say, for example, you want to do a graphic that says thoughts are things, or anything is possible, or, whatever your verbiage is. Then it will animate that text. One, it stands out because it's animated, it's moving, and so that is, again, it makes you unique, makes your content stand out a little bit more, and draws people's eye. So the app that I use for that is called Legend. Legend. It's $1.99, and it's available for both the Android and the it's in Google Play as well as iTunes. So my Instagram is Kim Garst. You can find me pretty much anywhere, guys, under my username Kim Garst or my name Kim Garst. Google me, literally, I'm everywhere. And so Legend actually allows you to animate your text. Again, the value proposition for that is that your content, your visual content is going to stand out because not everybody knows about this. When I first put that, started using this app, I mean, it was like, all these people were like, what is that? How do you do that? And it's the simplest app to use. I mean, literally, you can copy and paste your text, or you can type your text in. You can select what look you want, and, you know, you can render it. It's really, really quick. I mean, probably, I'm saying 2-3 minutes tops, and you have a great, unique piece of content that you can use on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. So thank you for the compliments. So that is another great app. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip that goes with Legend. Anybody want an awesome tip that you're going to be like, wow, this is amazing? Thank you. So I don't know. Yes. Okay. So some want the tip. Okay. All right, guys, the neat part about Legend is since it's animated, technically they're like mini videos. So there's multiple looks inside of the app Legend. I'm sorry, the Legend app. So you could actually create a 15-second video inside of iMovie on your phone by taking maybe 3 clips that you create inside of the Legend app. So you could do, 3 different clips, 3 different, verbiage looks, whatever word, however you want to say it. Hopefully I'm explaining this correctly. And then you can string them together by using iMovie on your phone or any video editing app, guys. And this literally takes maybe like 3 minutes to string these together, save them. You can even put music to them. And then now you have a 15-second video or a piece of content that you can put on, Instagram or Twitter. So I'll reiterate them again. Actually, Legend is available in Google Play as well. So the 3, actually 4, because WordSwag came up prior to the other 3. WordSwag's been around for a long time, even though many of you had not heard of it. So Typorama, WordDream, and Legend were the 3 recommendations. So Legend, I gave a little extra tip. You could create 3 different looks, essentially, and then string them together using iMovie on your phone. And have like a 15-second video, which is pretty cool. So I can't wait to see what some of you guys create. The Typorama is not available for an Android, but WordDream and Legend are available for the Android. Oh, yay. Hopefully this is, literally, guys, so many of us make things hard until we have an easier solution, right? Some things we think, geez, we can't do what that person does because we don't have the knowledge or we don't have the resources that they have. Well, I'm just giving you guys my inside secret sauce here. I create graphic content on the fly all the time, leveraging my phone apps. Then all I do is upload them directly to my social presences, or, I can put them into into our Facebook group or whatever for Katie to pick them up if she wants to schedule them later. But you can create all kinds of amazing things with phone apps. I'm so glad you guys are loving the tips. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So how many of you guys actually were either at the Periscope Summit or watched the Periscope Summit? I'm just curious because I saw a lot of comments going by. There you go, Eddie. Yes, I hope so. Thank you. Root for Cleveland. That's an awesome name. Watched. Okay. Well, like I said before, so many people were there. A diversity of people was amazing. Diversity in the sense of, just the way people are leveraging Periscope from, creative, unique ways to, the business space. It's almost like the business space hasn't quite hit its stride, which, to me is like, oh my gosh, how else are people using Periscope? Because I have that one-track mind, I'm on the marketing end of this. And it's just been amazing. Anita, I'm so glad you came to Social Boom. We were just talking about next year already. How many non-broadcasters at the Periscope Summit? That's a great question, and I don't know the answer to that, Alex. The people that were there, I think there was about 300 attendees, maybe more. I'm just speculating, but I think about 300 people. And of those, though, how many are actually broadcasting, or were they just there, to kind of meet and greet and get a sense for, what was going on with Periscope? That's what I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Did I learn anything important at the summit? I did learn how committed Periscope is to the vision of what they want Periscope to be. They are very committed to constantly, keeping things moving as far as innovation is concerned, which I'm excited to hear. They're working on analytics. That was really exciting to me because analytics is something we desperately need. They really want the vision as a whole for Periscope, because somebody asked about that, is about trying to, give people a way to showcase the world through their eyes in a safe and productive way, obviously. I mean, I don't think they're, trying to censor or, but there is some things that are going on that probably, I know are not, things that they want to be going on. So they're trying to, of course, police that, which is probably a nightmare on their end. But it was very, very interesting to hear from them directly that, it's not just about, about the numbers or anything like that. It was more about, giving people a resource to connect and engage, and then, of course, show the world or show content, project content through this medium, which is really cool. I'm not, but I think this, Ray, thank you for asking, but I think the shirt has a great message, right? Just do it. Yeah, if you guys, if you didn't come to the one in New York, it's definitely an experience. It was definitely an experience. I know, I should be reaching out to Nike and saying, hey, is there any other phone than an iPhone? I know, I shouldn't have said that, but no, seriously. iPhones do tend to get updated. The apps themselves get updated quicker than Androids. And, I just think that, across the board, and that's true, honestly, I will never switch from an iPhone simply because all of the apps that I use are iPhone based. And it's hard in some cases to find apps that I routinely use for the Android. So, yeah, I do. I love my iPhone. Yeah, iPhone apps do have more options. I agree. And I don't know, if that's, I'm not an app developer, so I've always speculated, what's the difference? Is it easier for apps to be built on the iPhone iOS system? I don't know. But there does seem to be more options for sure. Okay. I know, I feel the same way. I'm an Apple junkie too. So quality content broadcasters were in the minority, more live casters. It depends on how you quantify quality. So, some people would say, they were totally not interested in the business aspects. But for those of us who are in the business space and are trying to leverage Periscope for business, then the quantity of content was kind of limited, I think. There was just a couple of true business focused panels. Now, my understanding is that the next summit is going to be maybe a little bit different. It may not be structured exactly the same. So it'll be really interesting to see how that is, how that shifts based on what they learned this time around. But it was an experience, and one that I wouldn't take back for anything. Yes, like one of the things that was really intriguing to me is all of the good stuff that's actually happening, and how you can empower and leverage Periscope, not necessarily from a business aspect, but for positive change, social change. So, I'd never thought of it like that. So that was really intriguing for me. Thank you guys for sharing this. So I'm just going to wrap this up again real quick, unless anybody has any final questions. The 3 apps that I recommended, again, these are phone apps. Shalene, yes. Actually, there's talk about that. Why don't you do your own geared towards just biz folks? There is, just so you know, there is a gal, Jay Stone, is doing something called Pericon in Atlanta. I want to say January or February. I don't know, I don't remember the dates exactly. But it's supposed to be just business focused. But yeah, I think you're right. We could do something that's pretty cool that's just business related. See, there's a great social change example. Chris Record is doing something. I didn't see all of it, but there is a lot of cool stuff going on that I just had no frame of reference for. So it was pretty cool. Yes, I probably will possibly be at the San Francisco one. So the 3 apps again, guys, is Typorama, Word Dream, and Legend. So what kind of microphone do you have clipped? It's a Movo. Movo, I think. M-O-V. Actually, I think this one's my Movo. I had my Rode, R-O-D-E, is still at my home office, so I missed it. I forgot to bring it in this morning. There you go, Ethan. So do you happen to know the dates, Ethan? I should try Studio app. There's another one too that I just downloaded that I'm liking the looks of. It's a little bit more convoluted, so I try not to share things that I think are a little bit more, kind of a deeper dive. Like I love, what's the name of that app? Rona Designs. I love Rona Designs, but it's not super intuitive for somebody who maybe doesn't have the design skills because they have layers and some other things. But there's a lot of great stuff. January 16th, I believe it starts. Yeah, okay. So that's something to keep in mind. Jay was awesome. She was on the social selling, social selling panel, or maybe I forget. I get them mixed up. But she was great. Love that I got to meet people, that are actually doing scopes, the business related scopes that I didn't know before, which was pretty cool. Thanks, Ray. Yes, love Rona Designs. Well, guys, J-A-I, Stone, I believe is her last name. Sweet lady, you guys would love her. So I would definitely, try to find her here on Periscope. I'm assuming her username is J Stone, but I'm not sure. But her name is J-A-I Stone. There you go. Thank you, Anita. All right, guys. Well, hopefully this has been helpful. And if you guys, try them out, see what you think. I think there's free versions of all of these, at least for a little bit. So try them out. All right, guys. Take care. God bless.